Hello, I'm Dr. Bruce Clark. I'm Extension Specialist in Turfgrass Pathology at Rutgers University and the Director for the Rutgers Center for Turfgrass Science. Welcome to the 2020 Virtual Research Field Days. Today we're going to be talking about anthracnose disease and the control of anthracnose with both synthetic fungicides and biorational products. The objective is to try to see how low we can go with these fungicides, the extended intervals, and whether we can combine them with fertility programs and rotational programs to improve fungicide efficacy and reduce the potential for fungicide resistance. I'd like to share with you some of the methods as we pan to see the entire study. This study was developed so that we apply the fungicides on an annual bluegrass putting green that was established 17 years ago. It's cut 1/8 of an inch. It's frequently rolled, top dressed, and primos applied at 1/8 of a fluid ounce every 14 days and 1/10 of a pound of nitrogen every 14 days. The fungicides were applied May 14th and August 20th in 2 gallons of water with AI induction nozzles 9503E at either 7, 14, or 28-day intervals. And so that was a basic way this test was set up. To be acceptable, the plots have to have at least less than 15% disease. And these plots, for each plot is 3 by 5 feet in dimensions. So what I'd like to do with you is share with you the results broken down into 3 different sections. Single active ingredients, the efficacy of products that were applied as combination products, either pre-mixed or tank mixed products, and then finally programs, either fertility programs or fungicide rotational or alternation programs. So we have a lot of disease this year. You can take a close look right here. This is some untreated turf that just really is getting blasted with anthracnose. And what we're looking here is this disease starts as a yellowing. The fungus Colotrochicum cereale attacks the main stem of the plant, creates a reproductive structure called an acervulus, which produces spores 24/7. These spores infect the turf during hot, humid weather, and we get large areas of blighting that coalesces into completely unacceptable turf. So if a superintendent has this on their greens, they're very unhappy. And our goal is to show through fungicide combinations, fungicide alternations, different rates, just how low we can go with these fungicides, which fungicides work the best, and how best to put them into a general anthracnose disease control program. So let's share with you first some of the results. If we start first here with Maxtima, this is an example of a very effective single active ingredient product. Maxtima at 0.4 fluid ounces every 14 days. It's a new DMI, very low phyto issues, really no phyto issues, no PGR effects. So it allows the superintendent to put a DMI such as Maxtima back in their fungicide program in the heat of the summer without fear for phyto or without fear with having any type of a greening or PGR effect. The other single active ingredient I want to talk about right here would be Daconil Action. Daconil Action is chlorothalonil plus azobenzolar, and it's a very effective chlorothalonil, example of how effective chlorothalonil can in fact be. If we talk about combination products, there are a lot of combination products on the market today, probably 36 in all. Probably about a dozen of those are very effective products for the control and suppression of anthracnose, and we have several of those in today's test. If we look at treatment number 3, we see we have Signature Extra, which is a phosphonate, combined with Daconil Ultrex at 3.2 ounces every 14 days. This was one of our standards in the trial, and this is the type of turf you want to expect with good disease control. You have very good density, very little disease, really no disease, and excellent color. So this is what we're comparing the experimentals and the other products in this study to. If we move back to treatment number 30, we can see Acernity, and Acernity here is a new combination product. It's a SDHI, solatinil, plus the DMI, difenconazole at 1 fluid ounce at 14 days. This product is going to be released probably this coming fall, 2020. Very effective anthracnose material and something that, could be used very effectively in a rotational program with other products. If we move to treatments number 36, 37, and 38, these are 3 different rates of the combination product called Premion. Premion at 4 ounces, 6 ounces, and 8 ounces combined with PAR pigment, Harold's PAR pigment. Very effective control, a very good color, good density, and with a water-based formulation of the Premion, we really have seen no phytotoxicity from the PCMB-TEB combination, which is Premion. If we move on then to Oximus, which is treatment numbers 42 and 43, we can see also very good control with this combination product. This is a combination product containing azoxystrobin and tebuconazole at 1 and 1.6 fluid ounces respectively in these two different treatments. Again, good disease control, very good quality. And then finally, treatment number 69, which is Daconil Action and Appear 2. And this is a good example of seeing how well combining a nitrile or chlorothalonil with a phosphite in Appear 2 can really control not only anthracnose, but a broad spectrum of diseases as well. I'd like to then move on to the programs. And for the programs, I'd like to move into the treatments number 53, 55, and 56. 53 here is actually a branch fertility program, and it combines their fertility program with PK Plus, which is their phosphite, plus a low label rate of Daconil Ultrex at 1.8 ounces every 14 days. This is the low rate. This is actually a higher rate and then a higher rate still. So you can see getting very good control. Okay, this is another example of very good fertility program. This is the Harold's fertility program, plus their phosphite, tidal phyte, plus a low label rate of Daconil Ultrex. You can see excellent color, excellent density, very little disease, and this is exactly what we'd expect with marrying the fertility program and a low rate of a fungicide. If we go back, we can see actually what their fertility program would look like without any fungicide, and you can see we have some disease in here. So it shows the importance of combining a good fertility program with a reduced rate of a synthetic fungicide. If we move back one more point, the last plot I'd like to show is treatment 19. This is the program from Plant Food. It involves their fertility program. It involves their phosphite, phosphite 30, but it has no fungicide. And we made a mistake on this one, so we actually applied it every 2 weeks instead of every week, so it has half of their fertility program. And so you can see that at a reduced fertility level and no fungicide, we're still getting pretty good, darn good control, but it's not as good as a full rate of their fertility program plus a reduced rate of a synthetic fungicide. And then finally, the fungicide program. So we move back to treatment number 6. We can see here with treatment number 6, we have a Civitas program plus Allude. A Civitas is a mineral oil with Allude, which is a phosphite, and we're getting very good control here. In the heat of the summer, when temperatures above 90 degrees, you probably want to alternate to something other than a mineral oil, but during cooler weather, and throughout this summer, it's been very hot, we've still gotten very good control with no phyto issues, and this has been rotated in with either Banner Max, Civitas with Banner Max, Medallion, or Valista. If we move back and we talk about the treatment number 40, treatment number 40 here is an MVAC program with Premion, which is a TEB, PCMB, plus PAR, and it's alternated with Oximus and 5 other chemistries. Again, the concept here is rotate chemistries, tank mix chemistries, and reduce the potential for fungicide resistance while getting broad spectrum control of anthracnose and many other diseases. And last but not least, we have treatment 64, and then 2 other treatments after that. Treatment 64 is a new farm program. It uses Traction, which is a combination product, and the fertilizer, ammonium sulfate, and it rotates with Affirm and Spectro. Again, getting very good control here, and it's what you would expect with that kind of a combination. And then the final 2 treatments I wanted to talk about were the Syngenic programs, treatment number 67, treatment number 68. And these are rotational programs with diagonal action and a pier, rotated with a brisk way, medallion, and ballista. So again, the common theme here is fertility programs combined with low rates of synthetic fungicides. And then finally, as an example right here, good fungicide programs, rotating 4 or 5 different chemistries often to reduce the potential for resistance, broaden the spectrum of control, and actually extend the level of control with diseases such as anthracnose. Thanks very much for listening, and I look forward to sharing some additional results with some of our other fungicide studies. Thank you.